Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Connor, aka Star here, back with another Heroclix video. Today we're going to be teaching you the basics on how to play Clix. This has been a highly requested video, and I've pushed it off for a long time. Just want to say sorry. The content's been kind of like going back and forth with uploads, just because it's not easy. Right now we're kind of in, I guess put it like a drought of Heroclix, where like we're in the middle of like two sets right now. Deadpool and the X-Force is coming out soon. Pre-releases are starting up a few weeks, I think, and Joker's Wild just came out about like a month and a half ago, 2 months, and right now the only OP kit that is out is the Toy Soldier, and I'm sure by now a lot of the people that have participated in events already have him. So in terms of events, there's not many prizes besides older OP kits, but today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Heroclix and the basics. Let's get right into it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and start out with the basics of a regular figure. Gonna go from left to right and focus on the dial there. As you can see here, if we move the base over behind the sculpt, the character sculpt just represents who it is, and the name here shows who it is. So as you can see here, this figure is worth 70 points, and this tab here, and the color of the tab, and the symbol in the tab just means what set it's from and the value of it. So this is a common here. It's represented from this gray/white tab, and the set term is Civil War. Usually on the back of each character card, it'll tell you the set that it's from. But you can also tell because there's a little Iron Man face there and half of a Captain America symbol. Over here we have the set number. Speed Freak is number 37 of the set. He's got this little X here, which I'll get into later. He's got a little boot here, a fist, a shield with numbers all next to them indicating what each does, or what each value is. Little explosion symbol over here with the damage that he does, and the range that he has with a little lightning bolt, which changes from figure to figure, meaning he can target a character from 4 squares away, and he can only target one of them. Some people can target 3 characters, some people can target 2. There's no more than 3 though. So, as you can see here on the card, that little X that he had on his card means that he can move through whatever the terrain is. So all the powers are in parentheses. I'll get into that in another episode. But each power has their own name. Don't worry about that. That's just to connect it to the comics. So you can see here, this is Civil War. Here's a little bit of background information on the figure, and then also says Marvel in the bottom right hand corner. Taking another look at Speed Freak here, all the numbers on the dial mean something. So as you can see here next to the boot, we have the amount of squares that it can move. So he can move 11 squares, and that's highlighted in brown, representing, if you look at the card here, that he has hypersonic speed. He has a attack power, which is outlined in black, which means it's a special. And next to his defense value, or this little shield here, that means that's his defense, what other players have to hit. So they need to hit an 18. And he does 3 damage, and the little red symbol above that 3 is just the click that it's on. So in case you need to know, say someone's doing 2 damage to him, you know that 2 plus 1 equals 3. So you need to click him twice to put him on click number 3. Taking a look at the attack power that he has, it always changes from hero to hero. I'll get into more of that when I do the powers and abilities of figures. So as you can see here, part of Heroclix is dice. It's somewhat about luck. So you have dice that you always need in the game to play offensively and defensively. Some powers require you to roll a die. So as you can see here, next to this glove here, that is what his attack is, meaning he has a value of 10 for his attack, and his defense value is 18. So say, I'm going to just grab Shazam. Say he is trying to attack Shazam. He has a 10 attack on Shazam's 18 defense. He needs to roll an 8 or higher. You always add whatever you roll to your attack value, unless said otherwise. Say Shazam was trying to attack him, he needs to roll a blank or higher to hit his 18 defense. Now, he does his printed damage, but a lot of things like this pink right here, I'm going to just say it right now, that means invincible, which takes all damage and reduces it by half. So you're not always doing the printed amount of damage value, or your printed damage value, unless it says on the card or has a special power. Now, on a basic map, there will always be, I have a map right here, as you can see, and a map up here. Each part of the map will have something highlighted that determines, I guess, terrain of the map. So as you can see here, there's some red and some orange. Orange usually means that there's a special rule, which will always be set on the map or by a judge. And then we have elevation here. As you can see there, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a 2 and a 1 in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, meaning that there's an elevation from stairs going up here to up there. Now Speed Freak on the card says that he ignores red squares. So figures that would usually walk, such as him, different values and symbols change. So he's got the boot there, and he's got a regular shield here. Taking a look at Shazam, he has a boot with wings and a star there, meaning he has a trait, which would be set in the card. And then a line through his defense. Now if there's a line through your shield here, it means that when you would take 2 action tokens, you don't take something called pushing damage. It's basically like where each turn, if you wear out your figure for 2 turns, so as you can see here, Speed Freak does not have that line through the defense value here, meaning, say he were to attack once and then move the next turn, he would have 2 actions, and he would have to take a click of pushing damage. It's kind of like saying you're overwhelming your hero. So that is the basics of Heroclix. So let's go ahead and continue on. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit deeper. Now each character has a certain rarity. You can either tell by the tab shown by Speed Freak here. This is a white tab, meaning this guy is a common. You can also tell if I put Speed Freak back and you take a look at the back of the card. Now these are modern Clix, meaning they are newer and you can play them in regular modern tournaments. You can see here that this is just a white tab here, number 37. If we take Coldblood here, you can see that he is an uncommon of number 17. He's got a green tab there. Sometimes number does help you figure out what character is which. You can see on the base here, there is a green tab. Over to Falcon, he has a silver tab. Sometimes the silver and the commons are hard to tell apart, so just make sure you always give it a double check. And this one, I can't really give you a good idea, but it shines right there, meaning it's a rare because it matches with the tab on the card. Over to the Flash here. It's going to be a hard one to see, but this is a gold / I guess like light bronze color. It's meant to be gold though. And if you check on the back of the card, it is a gold color. If you look at Shazam's, sometimes you mix super rares and chases up. This guy has a bronze tab, and if you check on the card, it's like a brown / bronze color. So that's how you determine rarity. Sometimes characters might have, where's the best way to do it? Sometimes characters might have a green ring around it with their tab of rarity. This character means that this is a prime. Most, if not all, green ring characters are primes. And the rarity of the prime determines on the tab. So this guy is a super rare prime. The rarities of Heroclix go from common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and then you have a prime of each level, and then you have a chase. Usually there are some other types. For instance, Toy Soldier here is something called an LE, which is considered, it just stands for limited edition. Now some characters, as you can see, Toy Soldier for instance, have the silver ring around them. That means you can't play more than one per team. Gonna put him back over here. So that is the next set of basics for Alright guys, and to finish off how to play Clix series episode 1, if we take a look at Shazam here, this is the best way to represent it. As you can see on his character card, there is a lot of text represented by, sometimes it's different, but it says 30 points here and 170 points here. Down here on the point value, it says 170 highlighted in red and 30 highlighted in yellow. Taking a look at his dial here, you can see also in the point value it says 170 or 30. You can only play at 1, but this is how a figure would normally come in a booster, with the little set number in the defense and then 2 chaos symbols above that. Now right here on the top click number 1, as you can see right above the damage where it says 4, there's a little red line here indicating that this is his 170 point dial. Now if we go down here, this is where his 30 point dial is, highlighted in yellow. And there is a little yellow line there that represents this is his 30 point dial. You can only play at 1, like I said again. But here we have the team abilities I'll get into that later because they do certain powers, but you can also check the team abilities at the bottom of a character card, like so. So thank you all so much for watching episode 1 of How to Play Clix. I will get more done, hopefully, later this month. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.